I've watched a couple videos recently about how facts are facts and you don't get to decide if you believe in facts or not because everyone has the same facts. Both of these videos talked about evolution at least a little bit, and I kinda have a problem with that. I agree that evolution almost certainly happened, but I wouldn't call it a fact. One of my favorite philosophers, David Hume, talked a fair bit about miracles. He said he isn't sure whether or not miracles have ever actually happened, but he also says that you can't logically say that they can't happen. All of these things that we take as solid facts, like gravity and evolution and the fact that the sun will rise tomorrow, are just based on our experiences. Pick anything up, hold it in the air, and let go of it, and you'll see it fall to the ground. That's what happens every time. So I see gravity at work pretty much constantly, but that doesn't mean that it's always constant everywhere in the universe. For example, how many ducks have you seen? Probably a lot. And out of those ducks that you've seen, how many of them have had 2 legs? All of them? So does that mean that ducks always have 2 legs? No. No, it doesn't. There are ducks that are born with 4 legs. Because you've seen hundreds of 2-legged ducks doesn't mean that ducks are always 2-legged. So just because you've seen hundreds of thousands of things affected by gravity, that doesn't mean that everything is always affected by gravity. And if you've seen the sun rise every day for your entire life, that doesn't mean that the sun's going to rise tomorrow. Sure, you have ample evidence that it will, and you're probably right. The sun will probably rise tomorrow, but you can't be certain about it. It's like in math trying to prove that one side of the equation with variables will always equal the other side. You can plug in as many values for that variable as you'd like, but you can't prove it by just plugging things in. You have to come up with a way to prove that it will work for every value. Of course, it's natural for us to make things into certain facts in our brain because it's not functional to constantly be wondering whether or not gravity is going to continue working. So in practice, gravity will always happen, and evolution has always happened and will always happen, and the sun will rise tomorrow. But you can't discount the possibility of miracles. One of my favorite philosophers, David Hume, talked a fair bit about philosophy, yes. One of my